We live one more time, one more again. I'm gonna share the live here if I can. Let's see if we can do it here. Share. Share. 128 subbies. Cool beans. I'm gonna try to make a chat here. It might work. I don't know. Wait for some people to get up in here, I guess. Phone's blowing up. Sure. Platinum Gecko, what's going on, man? Welcome live. We are here in the garage. We're not in the house anymore. We're down here in the old garage, the old shed. Crenshaw Cruises. We're just, like I said, waiting on some people to show up, maybe. Seeing what's going on. Why not? Trying to get to 130 subs. That's my goal. Try to hit that. That's my goal. Was get to 2 subs. I'm at 128. I need 2 subbies, bro. 2 subbies. 29, 30, 130. Phone is blowing off the chart right now. But we're here. If anybody has any questions, let me know. We're just here for a little while. Might go over to Instagram after this and do a little stream. Where's the bumblebee at? What does that mean? Thing loud. What is it doing? Is it making a noise? Is it like or something? Oh, that's my phone. That's my phone going off. 2 people watching live stream. Comment down below. Let me know who's watching. We're, like I said, we're live right now. Just chilling, just seeing what's up. Figured why not, sorry if the phone. Yeah, it's buzz, but yeah, it's the goddamn my snap's going off crazy. Thank God I turned notifications back on and my snap is going off the chart right now. Had me thinking like there's a bumblebee somewhere. 2 people watching live. What's going on? Like I said, comment down below. Let me know who's watching for sure. And nobody ever talks, man. I've had the same problem when I used to stream as Grizzlies. I've had like 6 people watching, but only 1 person would comment. I'm like, bruh. See, there goes. I probably shouldn't have sent out streaks before I started this live stream. Probably shouldn't have cut notifications on before I started this live stream. I don't know. It's dark. It looks a little dark because I got a light over here. You can't see it. I got a light right here. They're both. This one's good. This one's not. So the lighting is kind of trash. I'm sorry. I'm just here. YouTube team. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure. I wish I had like a moderation team, like a full on like team of moderators would join in. But no, it's just Platinum Gecko. It's just Platinum Gecko. But yeah, man, we're here just chilling at the shop. I wanted to do a live stream. Like I said, we might stream over here for a little while. Go over to Instagram and stream, see what's up over there. I highly doubt somebody will join in on either platform. Got 2 people watching, so I can't really complain. Whoever you are, if you're a bot or you're Platinum Gecko, appreciate you for tuning in. Thanks. Appreciate you. But like I said, comment if you want to. Feel like ask me a question. I'm taking questions. Got the old Ford keys here. Most of you don't know, I drive a Ford, a real man's vehicle. I'm just playing. Not really, but with that being said, I don't know what to talk about. We're just sitting here in the shop by myself, so you are welcome. So, yeah, okay. Go ahead and delete yourself out of this live stream. Thank you, please. Thanks. Um, but yeah, we're gonna be getting ready. I'm thinking that the next video on the YouTube channel. What's the plan with the 51? That's a good question. Okay, so the 51, if it does not get sold, okay, the plan with that truck, if it does not get sold, I'm thinking about, since the 460 is going in my gray truck, and it'll be fresh painted. And when I take it out, I'll probably redo this, reseal it, and everything like that while it's out. Might as well. I'm thinking about taking my 300 with the 4-speed, because quite frankly, I'm going to keep the 4-speed, but I'm thinking about getting a C6 automatic transmission for my 300 and put it into the 51, 300 inline 6 with the C6 automatic, because quite frankly, my knees are too big to shift the gears. If it was a stick shift, which was an automatic, it was a column shifted automatic. I know what you guys are thinking. Well, how do you know it's an automatic? Because it doesn't have a clutch pedal. You know, um, but that's the plan. That's the plan. If the truck gets sold, though, I don't know. I'm gonna keep my 300. I like to keep those engines, and I'm not trying to be like a hoarder. But the fact is, those engines are getting to where they are. Oh, there's a spider. Those engines are getting like not hard to find, but in a few years they will be. They will be brutally hard to find. Look at this spider, just watching him. I shouldn't have moved those pair of gloves because he was sleeping and everything, and I messed him up. Don't you come over here. Don't you do it. You go right back over there. Tell you what we'll do. We'll do a fun trick. I'll put my feet up, because I got flip flops on, so I'm not gonna get bit by no spider. Gets bit by a spider, literally. But that's the plan with the 51. LS hit. No. I'm not doing an LS head swap 300. No. It works, but I'm not doing that, because that takes some. You can't take a stock LS head and put it on a 300. The amount of fab work that took to get that thing on there is brutal. It's cool though. I'm not saying it's not cool, but not for me. I'm thinking more stock block. Maybe just something simple. 268 comp cam. Maybe with a Offenheiser full barrel intake. Just something simple. A Holley full barrel. I got enough room. I mean, that thing, the engine bay in that truck is massive. It's like almost double the size of my 67 as far as body. I can take that and do a turbo. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a turbo. Just go get a junkyard diesel turbo off a Power Stroke or a Cat diesel tractor, and just taking the turbo off one of those and using it. But that's one thing I wouldn't want to do. But like I said, if that truck gets sold, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm really not. Like, I'm not going to fool with it for a long time. I've got too many projects. I got my 96, and probably going to be doing a video here soon on the 96. I'm thinking I'm having EGR problems or something with the EGR or O2 sensors going bad, because I've got a bad ping in the truck, and I was talking to Platinum about that today, and that was one thing we were discussing, was my loud pinging in the truck, and it's always had that, but it's never been this bad. And I think the EGR solenoid is shot. $50 from O'Reilly. I'll just wait till I get paid again and just take a trip, or wait till I get some money, and I'll go make a YouTube video about that, changing that, replacing that, to see if it solves the problem. Not going to be doing a Lincoln LS video, because that car is something. Yeah. But like I said, we're going to be working on the red truck, and hopefully by summer or fall, late summer, mid fall. Might just wait till fall till be a little cooler, and the temp won't be 96 degrees in the sun, in the shade. I'm gonna start on my gray truck. I gotta do brakes. I gotta do headlights. I'm gonna take a trip to the junkyard. I gotta get a front clip. Junk LS. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Um, but I gotta go get I gotta get a front clip. If any of you guys know, if you know where to find, like, if you just know where one could be at, that I don't have to go scrounge around at the junkyard for 4 hours for it. The 67, it's a 67, has a 71 front grill. They're all interchangeable. But the clip on the 67 is up under where the blinker housings are. That little metal piece. The driver's side's good, but the passenger side is shot, rusted, and kaput. So I'm just going to go ahead and just take it off, replace the blinker housings. I can get it through LMC, but it's like $800, and I don't want to spend $800. I really don't. When I can go to Genco and find one with a little surface rust, I can sand it down and paint it. The truck's gonna be painted rattle can white anyway. I'm not gonna worry about that. Um, it's an F-250. It's just, it's just what it is. It's part of I know a lot of people were saying patina the truck, but with that truck, it's not really patina at this point. Like it's like just multitude of colors. It's like a Dolly Parton album, coat of many colors. To where the point where you can't do that. 4.6 interceptor swap, but yeah, if it was that easy to do, which who knows, that engine that car might end up staying. I'm not sure with the way things are looking with that. If the Mustang ends up staying, what would be pretty cool to do would be 460s. Well, no, that's idiotic. Really and truthfully, that would cost like so much money just to make serious power. Much less having it in a Mustang. I mean, it'd be cool if it was like a 69 or 71 Mustang, but or a Torino. But you know, eh, you know. But I'm thinking 4.6 or 5.0 swap. The S197 platform is very versatile. It's a really good platform to build off of. I like it, and even a lot of people, the 4.6s don't they rebuild the V6 supercharger. Okay, so $20,000 to supercharge kit and still only make 204 horsepower. Yeah, that's how much horsepower I'll be making. The 4 liter is a good engine. It's just a dog. It's really just a dog. It's a workhorse engine. It's kind of like the 300. The 300 is a great engine, but it's a dog. It's just a dog. Um, I don't know what's gonna happen with these cars though. But I know as far as my trucks, my 67 and my 67, the 67. I could take the 51, take the 7.3 out of the U-Haul with the C6 and 7.3 IDI swap the 51. I'm just saying. Yeah, EcoBoost swap. That was a plan. That was a plan I was going to do with my red truck. Was to take the body off the frame, and find a short wheelbase single cab EcoBoost that was wrecked, and take the cab off that and just drop the mount on it. New Explorer ST. Yeah, 400 horsepower out of a yeah, and a lot of people are like, oh, it's a V6, but bro, you gotta think 400 horsepower out of a 6-cylinder. I'm not even in the camera anymore. I'm over laid back. Like, you gotta think 400 horsepower out of a 6-cylinder. That's brutal. And they're like, well, if it was naturally aspirated, it would not make it 400 horsepower. Bruh, it don't matter. Like, it don't matter. Like, you're pushing forward. Like, the GT pushes 647, and it's got the heads off an F-150. I rest my case. Now, I'm not hating on Dodge. I'm not hating on Chevrolet. I'm not hating on any car manufacturers, because they have made some really sick cars. But people always hate on the Fords. It's always the Fords that just get the hate. It's easy to hate on a Ford. Just easy to hate on a Ford. It's just easy. And they're like, well, no country song's got Ford in it. Like, who cares, bro? Country's not even country anymore anyway. Like, the frick you talking about? But, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we've got a video coming out soon. We'll be working on our EGR system, maybe on the F-150. And people are going to say, who's this? Walking tall. What's going on? Glad you came in. We're just live streaming. I'm bored sitting down here at the shop, and we're just talking about cars. I can't, like I said, I can't hate on a Ford. I can't hate on a Dodge. I like them. I love them. They're fast. They're cool. But I like my Fords. I love my, it's like something about an old Ford truck, like my '96 or '67. Just can't beat them. They're just something like it. You can't beat them. Um, they they're just great. Like I said, I'm planning on getting my 460 ready for my '67 and putting that in, and I'll probably go with automatic. Well, I would like to keep it a stick shift, but unless I can find, if I'm going with a 460, I might well go find me a 5 speed, like a ZF5 or something like that. Um, Bull nose for the win. Yeah, with your '83 F-150, how's that rear main seal treating you, buddy? That old rear main seal. I've written when I for the longest time, because know what, we had a Dakota a long time ago, and that was a good truck. It was a little old truck, but it was a good truck. And back in the day, I used to love a Dodge. Just in general. My favorite car in the world, I mean, still one of my top 10, was the 68 to 70 Chargers. I would have given anything just to ride around in a 68 to 70 Charger. And of course, William, another buddy of mine, and I don't know how you can get his link in the chat, but if Platinum, you can put his link in the chat. He's got a 68 Charger, and he's got a 68 Charger and a 73 Dart and a 70 Sweepline truck, and he does videos on that. And he's a cool cat. He works on that 68 Charger, and it's got a full 40 in it, and it's bad. It's really it's brutal. Um, but and we, of course, after that we had a Toyota pickup, and the Toyota was great. I can't really hate on a Toyota truck. And then I didn't ride in a Dodge or a Ram. I didn't ride in any kind of Mopar truck, I guess, if you want to call it, forever, until I got to ride in yours a while back. And then after that, the runs, they're just like, I love my Ford. I love it to death. I love the 5 liter. The transmissions, especially the 10 speed, they're amazing. But the ride quality, I'm not going to lie to you. The ride, when I'm not saying like, okay, and if some of them are probably really good. Like if you get up in the F250, I don't know, you might ride in the F250, might be totally different. We had an F250 when I worked at the airstrip loading crop dusters up. It rode perfect. And it was a base model F250 with cloth seats, and it rode pretty good. 2, 3 people watching the live stream. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to comment. Let me know. Ask me some questions. We're live streaming for a while, but riding around in your Ram, that thing with the, it's just the ride quality is really good. You don't feel a bump in the road. It's comfortable. You got a lot of gadgets and all kinds of gizmos in there. It's just a lot going on. But it's comfortable. It's really comfortable. Touchscreen and everything. Smoke Ranch, what's going on, man? I'm glad you can catch a live stream. Like I said, we're just live streaming. If you have any questions about our channel or anything you want to know about, just ask away. We're just chilling here. Glad you can tune in for a little while. I'm still trying to figure out how to get a good stream, like, sitting in now about to go to sleep. I don't blame you. That thing, we rode around a couple weeks ago. When we went to eat, I rode, and that thing was it was really good. Like I said, I've always, leaned towards my Fords. It's just what I've always just felt interested. I like the look of them. I like the body styles of them. Like I said, my '96 it's just the look of it, and that thing could have a 4-cylinder in it for all I care. Just the look of it, and you driving around an old Ford truck or just any old car, but just the way, the looks you get driving around, and it just makes you feel good about it, really. That's why I'm trying to get my '67 running, which it runs and drives now. It actually cranks up faster than my new truck, but it needs a good bit of work, like wiring and brakes and stuff like that, because big drum brakes that big around on the thing. But like I said, I've liked the new ones, for sure. Like I said, my F-150 is my newest one's a 2012. Until the '85 models. I like them. I like them all the way up until '87, and because in '87 is when they went to that. Of course, in '85 or '86 they went to fuel injection, but they still had that bull nose body style. And then in '87 they went to that brick nose body style. The cab, the bed, all that's interchangeable with my '96, but I can't stand the look of the truck. Um, because of just I like a truck with some body lines on it. I love a truck with some with good body lines. Something that just looks good. That's why I'm not going to hate on a square body Chevy, but I'm not a big fan of them because it's just a box. I like something with some body lines too. I like shape. And of course the 96, 92, 92 to 96, well 97 for F250s, but 90 F150s would be 92 to 96. They got me back because it's the same cab, but it has that not aerodynamic because it's a truck, but aero front end. It's got more curves to it. It's got more body lines to it. But instead of a brick, And that's one thing I've never been a fan of trucks. I know a couple guys who have them, and as far as the reliability of them, you put an inline six with a 4-speed and 4-wheel drive in there, they'll go. But just the look of them, I've never really liked them too much. That's kind of like with the I had a 2000 when I was in high school, and it's the reliability, and I really can't say that, like, the body style really grew on me a lot after driving, after having it for so long. But that was never really one of my favorite body styles either. It's not a lot of people, they don't really have that. That's a favorite body style, but it wasn't a bad. It looked okay. It was more out than the brick nose, but I think my favorite body style altogether would be like my '67, a bump side, dent side. So like '67 to '79 would be like my favorite. That generation F1 F series truck would be top tier for me. I love that body style. Um, they're just like I said, I love them to death. They're cool. Um, there's a guy at my college that I go to. He has a '92 inline. Yeah, you can't beat them. That, like I said, I've when we had that truck as a work truck, my '96 and my '67, we worked those engines to death, and they're just still going. And it's like a sensor or something will go bad on them, and you replace it, and you go. A fuse will blow on it. You replace the fuse, you're good to go. I've never once had problems. Knock on wood, but those engines are just and a lot of people a lot of people say, well, they don't make enough power to break anything, but I mean, I've had the one in my '96s. It's ripped the motor mount. It's ripped the motor mount out of the off the cross member, and I'm like, that's got some. It got to have some power to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of um, but yeah, guy at my college, he's got a '93 Dodge pickup, and it's lowered, and he's got the mag wheels on. It's like cherry red, and he's got the Ram emblem up on the grill. And I talked to him one day, and he's a cool dude because I was in my '96 going to school, and we talked for a little while. And those are I like those body styles as well. Um, but it really just old vehicles. I think if it was like one old car for me. Now I've seen those. I haven't seen them. 4 people watching live stream, by the way. I've heard about those. I remember hearing. Because I remember me and you were talking about them a while back. About them. I don't know too much about them though. I've seen them a couple times on some YouTube videos. People were talking about them. And I remember me and you talking about them a while back. But inline engines, even the 4 liters in the old Jeeps, brutal. I mean, they would make some. They would go. And you're talking about making 510 horsepower. Straight out. They run. Yeah. I mean, 510 horsepower of an inline six is, and you imagine the torque. I mean, that's brutal because inline sixes are notorious for having a good bit of torque. Almost like a diesel, essentially. They might not have a lot of horsepower, but the torque has always been insane. You think 510 horsepower out of an engine, then imagine the torque is like. That's brutal. That's brutal. You got to have a heck of a drive shaft to hold that up. Man, that's crazy. But I think if there was one old car that I would have to just want, And this is just me. I've always, because over the last few years, I've always just kind of fell into these. But I would just love to have one of two cars. It would be a 68 to 70 Ford Ranchero GT, 351 with a 4 speed, or a 71 Torino station wagon. And I know a lot of people go, "You need a station wagon." I don't know why, but I fell in love with station wagons. And I'm not talking about like a Star station wagon from '98. Lord no. Um, Daniel Bateman, what's going on, man? Good. 6 people watching the live stream. What's going on, everybody? I'm glad to have 6 people in this live stream. What's going on? Jesus, we have 6 people. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and pass the word along for the channel for sure. We're trying to hit 130 subs. LTD, man, I would love an LTD. Now it was a LTD Ranchero. It had a big, front end that you could just about lay across, and use it as a bed if you wanted to. Live stream about dang time, yes sir. Like I said, make sure to comment and like and subscribe if you haven't. And like I said, spread the word. We're trying to get to 130 subscribers. That's my goal. We're 128, and we might have it. I don't know, but pass the word along for sure. Like I said, we're trying to make videos and stuff like that on cars. We just like cars and like to make videos about them. So for sure. But I think if it was like, I love an LTD, or another one that I would just love is an '89 Crown Vic, or any Crown Vic. I've always loved a Crown Vic, and they're just, I love them. I might not be able to fit in one, but something. So I'm gonna give him a check. I'm for sure gonna check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna get that and remember that in my head, and I'm gonna check him out for sure. Had a 460. Oh my lord. That's something to get on down the road for sure. Oh, LTD. I've always wanted to, because I have a 460 that I'm putting in my truck, and I've always wanted to own a station wagon. You'll fit. I've always wanted a Crown Vic. I've always wanted a station wagon. And like I said, I'm not talking about like a '98 Taurus wagon or a Malibu wagon, or I'm talking about like a actual like Griswold's family vacation kind of wagon. I'm talking about like take your family, no seatbelts kind of wagon. Big block, 2 miles to the gallon. Can't miss a gas station kind of wagon. That's what I'm talking about. Dual pipes coming out the sides of the back. With some mag wheels and cherry red paint job. With some speakers in the back. I've always fell for those cars that. You could just load up 100 people in the darn car and go out to eat if you wanted to. That or a Ranchero, because it's just cool. But of course, like I said, we've got my '67 F-250 working on my '96 that I daily drive a lot of the time. Boom tubes on the '83. I think it's preference for sure. Quite personally, I know, because you got the 302. Quite frankly, I personally would go with a full system exhaust, but that's just my Jones mufflers. You gotta get some of them Jones mufflers. I'm telling you, William, Charger 303 Mopar, that man will stand by some Jones mufflers for sure. He'll talk about some Jones mufflers. But Jesus, he'll talk about some Jones. God dang it, and they're good. Like I've heard his Charger, his '68 Charger, in his Dart, and they sound really good. I don't have any. My '67 ain't got nothing but a exhaust pipe going 8 feet down the darn along the base of the bed. For sure. Mopar video checked out. Okay, yeah. Trying to explain more. I tell you what you need to refrain from though when you get you an active exhaust system. Of course, it's kind of a given, but don't get you one of them cheapos, because them some guns. I know a guy had them on a Ram one time, and he put them on there, and he cut them on one day. He had them open, and he went to he was coming into town. He went to put the button to cut them off, and they wouldn't cut off. They wouldn't close up. So he's riding around up until he got rid of it with pretty much open headers, almost straight pipe darn exhaust system. Which like I said, my 460. When I get a hold of my 460 and get it in that truck, it's just I'm gonna run some pipes out. I'm gonna put some mufflers on, and I'm gonna run it out the side. I got darn 8 foot of bed. I ain't trying to run that much pipe. That's Darn, look, you running water for a house. You're running all that pipe. But but yeah, like I said, like I said, my channel, we're trying to hit 130 for sure as far as the channel. We're doing pretty good. When we've been rolling, we hit 100 subscribers and we've been ginning for sure. We've had 3 people consistent the whole live stream. But I'm thankful for you guys for tuning in for sure. These live streams, I'm gonna try to do one maybe once a week, maybe during the week, maybe on a Wednesday. I'm thinking about like a Tuesday night. I'm gonna try to do them, start doing them on Tuesday night, maybe. I'm not too sure, but we'll stream for like an hour, and then I might, I'll figure out something. I might go to Instagram, might just not stream again because it might be. I don't even know what time it is right now. But I streamed for like an hour. I know it was like 7:30 or something when I started streaming, somewhere around there. So, if you hear the phone going, I'm sorry. You know it's loud. But yeah, that's the plan. Is we got our U-Haul here. We can get our old 7.3 IDI and drive that to. We could drive that to the car lot and try to trade all Hellcat. I want that Black Ghost. I like that car a lot. I like that car. I like the which I guess you really just could go and do it on if you bought the stuff. But like I just the way that car did, they had the Dodge written on the on the hood like the old school Challengers had. That kills me, man. I love that stuff because I like classic stuff. And you do any kind of thing with a classic car on a new, I like it. That's like 2-tone paint jobs on a new truck. I don't know what it is, but I love it. You do it right. I've seen some people do it kind of jank, but if you do a 2-tone paint job on a truck, no matter what it is, they look pretty good. I like the classics. That's a big thing of mine. I love the classics. I'm gonna need to check it out for sure. Because those things are. I've been following up on them. I've been watching. I watched the release of the newest one, the Demon 170. I watched that live, and that thing was brutal. I've always, Smoke Wrench. Thank you, sir, for tuning in. Glad to have you for sure. Thank you so much. 3 Demon. Oh man. I'm gonna have to take a field trip up there. I'm gonna have to come check them out for sure because, like I said, I need to see them. They're just bad. I mean, they're bad cars, and the paint jobs on them, and the fact there's a Hellcat engine inside of them, beats the fact, but minus the Demon. But just the colors on them, like the King Daytona, 300 and a King Daytona. Oh man. I really want to see the King Daytona. I really want to see that in person. The 300, that's a cool. I like that one as well. That was sick when they brought that out. I think was it the Swinger? I think it's I think it was this. I think it's the Swinger package. Maybe I'm thinking. I might be wrong. I think it's a Swinger package. They're green. I guess you might be. I don't know if you can get them in there. I don't know, but I know they're green. The ones I've seen all the time that's green, that's Swinger, because they have a Charger and a Challenger Swinger. I think, yeah, Swinger. That's like my second because the dark Swingers in the day, those were sick. I love those things, and the graphics packages on them and the paint jobs and just the look of them is just yeah. I just like them. Like I said, I think out of all of them, my personal favorite, and it's not because it has the car has a lot of history, but I simply like the car for the fact of the way they did the hood and they put the old school Dodge across the hood like the old school 1970 Challengers. And that thing, when I seen that Black Ghost Challenger with that on across the hood, I was like, man, I love that. That is awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to check them out for sure. 6 people watching the live stream. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know if you haven't already. So, like I said, subscribe. We got new videos. Trying to do a live stream once a week now. If you got any questions, ask away. We're going to be streaming for a little while. We got another 30 minutes to stream. Like I said, if you got a question, ask away. Or just want to start a conversation. We're just here talking about some Mopar right now. For sure. But Engine Light Garage. What's going on, man? Thank you for tuning in. If you, I don't know if you've subscribed or not. I'm not, if you don't like the channel, of course, don't subscribe. But if you haven't subscribed and you like the channel, you like the content, go watch some of my other videos. And if you like the channel, subscribe. I haven't seen you comment anything before, so I don't know if you subscribed or not. But if you haven't, check the channel out for sure. Glad to have you in the live stream though, even if you have or haven't subscribed. One thing, now I got to ride one of these things, and the Wagoneer, and that thing is cool. I'm not gonna lie to you that the Wagoneer is a cool vehicle. It is a cool vehicle. Hold on. Oh yeah. I have some antique farm equipment, and it's not farm equipment, but I'll show you guys some stuff here. Can't show you everything, but this is and so I got some old posters in the back here, and I got something that you guys would probably like if you're car people. This is an actual Winter Keaton. What's going on? This right here, I don't know if you can see it. This is a original millionth Mustang newspaper clipping for when the millionth Mustang was sold in the 60s when they made them. So I don't know if you're into cars or into Mustangs or anything like that, but it's original. It's not a reprint or anything like that. We just my granddad kept it for years. He was always into Mustangs. It was all he always liked them. And of course, if it was light outside, I'd go outside and show you guys my 67, and we'd talk about that for a little while, but it's dark, and fella's wearing flip-flops, and he don't want to step on a, good old snake and think it's a water hose and try to pick it up, and then he loses his hand. Don't want to do that. But, we've got, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. This is my little hangout shop. Got a boom box over here. We'll be listening to some music over here, but hope all of you guys are well. Like I said, make sure to comment. I'm gonna start doing live streams a lot more, maybe once a week. I'm gonna try to do them once a week. We did one last week, kind of didn't go well. But like I said, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and everything. And we're just hanging out. So if you got any questions or anything, like I said, let me know. I'm always happy to answer what I can. And just I'm here to hang out for a little while. I'm bored, and I wanted the live stream, so but I hope all of you are doing well. If you don't have any questions, I hope all of you are doing amazing. It's been warming up. I had to cut the grass last week. That was a lot. That was a lot because this yard's pretty big. It's like going on like 2 acres. And I know you guys are like, oh, I'll hop on an old Ford tractor and I'll mow it down, And I was on a little old John Deere riding mower and I had a push mower out there, I was out there cutting the grass. Great job on the channel, JJ. JJ is I Love Waffles 2014. Okay. Well, it was great to see you too. I guess you're heading off. Well, and like I said, it was awesome to see you. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with me. And if he comments on one of the videos, or if I see him subscribed, I'll make sure to tell him thank you for checking us out. I Love Waffles 2014. And like I said, I appreciate you for coming out and hanging out with us for a little bit. It was good to see you. Like I said, bedtime. I'm not too far behind you myself. I said I'm gonna stream here for a little while longer, and have some folks, hang out with these folks, and probably get on down there and cook me a pizza or something, and head off to bed myself. But it was good seeing you for sure. 100%. Like I said, we might be live streaming here sometime next week, maybe Wednesday. I don't know. I try to start one on Tuesday night, maybe. I don't know. But like I said, hope all of you are having a bedtime is 9 o'clock. I don't even know what time it is now. I'm looking at my phone. Well, it's 8:30. For sure. Bedtime. Yes, sir. I'm around here, down here in old Mississippi. The accent comes and goes. You know, I'm not, people, a lot of times I get talking normal and I let it slip out, you know, and because I grew up, you know, I'm not trying to hide it. I don't intentionally try to hide it, but I don't. People think you're. Not saying that you're dumb, but like a lot of people think you're not as smart when you're taught like this. So I got to where I was always trying to hide it. Right hand corner Mississippi. Well, I'm over here on the left. I'm over here on the opposite side of you, right here by old Tunica over here. I don't know if Hernando and stuff like that over here. Uh, we like I said, we just I'm over here. Had to take a trip. You go on there and look at my shorts. I don't know if you've seen them, but there's a short where we're towing a Ford Focus. Buddy of mine had a 06, 05 Explorer. We was towing a Ford Focus not flat tow. We had it on a car hauling trailer. We was taking it over to Corinth. We had to run to Corinth to pick up a Ranger. And on one of my shorts, if you go and check it out, there's a video of me because I was like, I think the fitment's a little off on this thing because the tire was hanging out like that at the gas station. Who was a fake? Oh, yeah, okay. Daniel Bateman over here, that fake. Man, that's the fake. This man's Australian. And I met him through the Xbox, right? I was talking to another buddy of mine. He's up there in North Carolina or South Carolina, wherever he's from. I don't remember, but we were talking, and I met him before the other guy met him. I said, man, you got to come talk to this guy. He's like, why? I said, because this dude has the fakest Australian accent I've ever heard in my life. This guy is faking it so hard. Come to find out he was really from Australia. He wasn't faking, but he couldn't. So I was just like, that's crazy to me. I was laughing so hard. But like I said, I hope all of you are having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Like I said, I appreciate y'all tuning in for sure. 100%. Y'all make it worth it. We got Winter. We got Daniel. We've got Engine Light Garage. We've got a bunch of good folks up in here, and some of y'all I ain't never seen before. I've seen Daniel. I have to see him. He's always lurking around the channel in a good way. But the other folks that I ain't seen, them welcome. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. We've got a lot of stuff to do this summer, and I'm gonna start trying to record more. I got my GoPro. I kind of feel like I'm obligated to record when I bought a GoPro. Hero 11 Black. So but you'll probably see this shop a lot more. This whole door, I don't know if you can tell it's a door, but it's a shop door, so it slides out sideways, and you could pull in here. Of course, it needs to be cleaned out. That's the plan, to clean this junk out, do something with it. A lot of it's good. It's just don't have any room for it. 97 Ford Rangers are good, man. Look, we had to go to Corinth. Like I said, we went to Corinth to pick up an 84 Ford Ranger. Didn't have a motor, and the guy was doing a 302 swap in it. We were going to finish the 302 swap. Didn't have a 302 to put in it. We found a 302, and the guy really just kind of ain't done nothing with it since. But the Rangers are good, man. They're good trucks. And I'll make sure to go, as far as you starting a YouTube channel, I'll make sure to go and I'll check you out, and I'll drop you a subscription. Corinth ain't that right down the street. It's about, if you're heading, I'm going off of just maps. If you go up 55, and for me, you take a right on 269, and you get on 260, and whatever that turns into, it might stay 269 all the way down. But you get on 269 here, what it's called here, and you go east, and you stay on that joker east. Well, no, because you don't get on, you stay off of 269. Oh, the light just cut on. Ain't that something? 72. That's it. 72. You get on 269. You go to 72. You take a right, get on 72, and you head east, and that will take you right there. Winter Key. Well, appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you so much. I'll catch you later. Much appreciated to you. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I take a trip to Pickwick Lake most summers. I just started a couple summers ago going up there to Pickwick Lake up there in Tennessee, and that's a fun trip. Is to go up there. 20 minutes. Yeah, it's not. It's probably Corinth is probably about an hour and a half from me. Get rid of weight. Depends on who you riding with, I guess. I've ridden with some Leadfoots before. I've made it to Corinth about 45 minutes, and I was rolling in the pouring down rain. But like I said, I take a trip to Pickwick Lake every year up there in Tennessee, and we go up there, and I always go through Corinth. You got to get on Corinth and take. I don't remember the name of the darn road, but you get on Corinth and you take a left and you go north, and you'll end up right there at you know, Pickwick's about. Well, God dang, son, you right up there at it. I always take a trip up there. Y'all, you just right up. Yeah, I'm probably about from where I live. I'm probably about shoot. I'm probably a good 30 minutes, 45 minutes from the river, maybe give or take. I'm probably a good 45 minutes from the river, Mississippi River, and then I'm probably a good another 30 minutes from 45 minutes from from the South Haven, so suburb of Memphis. Yeah, roughly. But you know, that's that's about it. That's about it. We about up there in about 45 minutes from Memphis, 45 minutes from the river. You go south, you go to Clarksdale. You gotta get working on the Ranger. Try to make a video. Well, for sure. Like I said, I'll check you out, man. I will give you a sub, and I'm all because I'm a small creator myself, so I'm always happy to help other people. Give them a sub or shout them out wherever I can. Because I know starting a YouTube channel because this channel was never like I just made this channel just to make it, and I woke up one day I was like I'm gonna make YouTube videos again because I used to do gaming videos when I was in school, like elementary school and high school and stuff like that. So, and my interest changed from video games to working on cars like that. So, I woke up and I was like, that's what I want to do. So I started making videos, and of course, if you go watch my older videos, like the first ones I ever made, they are kind of not that great because I'm just kind of just sitting there just talking because that was like a year interval between the videos. It was like 2018, 2019, or 2019, 2018, so forth. And this was going on almost a year and a half ago. I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make actual videos, and I had an old home video camera, and this thing I'm talking about 480p quality from 2008. This thing wasn't even, it said it was HD. This was no HD. This was when 720 1080p was not a thing. And you'd open it up and you'd use it. People watching live stream, by the way. You'd use it and you could just hear it record, and you could hear the film going like that. That's what it would sound like recording a video. Yeah, I will need to put my Discord somewhere on my YouTube channel. So check out for that, and you can join it if you have Discord on your phone or computer, or wherever you want to join. I'm trying to get it up. I made a new Discord channel. I deleted my old one because it was pointless. I had a bunch of gaming people up, and then I was talking about cars. Like, what the frick you talking about? So I'm trying to get some car people in there to talk about cars, because I like talking about cars. But then I talking about my camera, the battery burned up in the camera because this camera was old. So I was like, I need a camera. Didn't have a camera. My mother had a camera, and I'll be darned if it was a Sony, but if it was the same goddamn quality camera, 480p, and you could hear sound like a goddamn VW Beetle coming down the road. And of course, it was not like for 2007 or 2008, whenever she had this camera. This thing, it was pretty good. It had the little shutter. You could close the lens up, lens protector thing. You could flip it, had a flashlight, and you get night shots with it, but the quality was just not good for 2020. Okay, 2021. And then I met a guy, I met Charger 333 Mopar at Sardis Car Show last year, and he brought his 68 Charger. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Dan, I'm gonna make you mod, Daniel. I keep wanting to call him Uncle Spanky, but I'm not gonna call him Uncle Spanky. Yeah, that camera. And then of course I went from that, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start recording off my phone. And then of course, because I had a phone, I just got this. Well, this was this phone had enough space I could record a little bit on, and I started to record videos. 68. What did I say? Yeah, 68 Charger. He's got a 68 Charger. Yeah, 1968 Charger, black. He's got a channel. He does YouTube. I don't know. Charger 333 Mopar on YouTube. He's got a '68 Charger. Yeah, William. That's William. Charger 303 Mopar. Good fella. He's good. Yeah, we're good friends with him. Met him last year. Like I said, that he really helped me with my YouTube channel a lot as far as helped me figure out what to do with it. And I really took off after that. That's your brother-in-law. Well, golly, ain't that something? That is a small world. That is something. Ain't that something? I'm over here yelling. I'm up here in the goddamn middle of town yelling. That darn folks be out there screaming. I don't care. Ain't that something? That is a small world. Charlie, yeah. I met him last year at a Sardis Car Show, and I didn't know he had a YouTube channel, and I'd seen this Charger, like I was telling about earlier, I love a 68 to 70 Charger. That is my favorite, one of my like top 3, 4 favorite cars out of the world is a 68 to 70 Charger. And it's the first time I've ever seen one in person. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, I gotta walk away, And I come back through and I'm looking at it again, and of course I walk around, I see he had his sticker, Charger 3 put on the back glass. So I'm looking up, and he comes out and he's like, hey man, I got talking to him, I was like, yeah, I got a YouTube channel myself. I was like, I'm just now starting to make. I had like 30 subs at the time, and I got to talking with him, and he was just like, do it because you want to do it. Don't worry about anything. Just do a video because you want to do a video. And after that, man, I really took off. I went from 30 to 128. It seems like just yesterday. Of course, it was almost a year ago, but it just seems like time just flew by. I make a video and I get like 10 subs, which is unreal to me. And he, like I said, we became kind of good friends from then. And he came out to Batesville last week. Well, not last week, 2 or 3 weeks ago when they had the car show. He brought the Dart, his 70 Dart, 73 Dart. And we hung out. I ended up having to drive him to O'Reilly's to get him a belt. His alternator belt slung off, and I had to hop an old '96 Ford. Had to go take him to O'Reilly's and help him out, which it's a part of it. But yeah, he's awesome, man. William's a cool dude. That is a cool cat. I love his hat, man. Every time I see that, man, he come to the car show, put that fedora hat on, and man, that dude is a player. Look, that son of a gun. He's rolling. I'm like, man, he come up in that Dart, had his hand out the window like that, rolling, had his little hat on. I said, man, what you talking about? Hush your mouth and keep on talking, William. Cool dude, man. William's an awesome dude. That dude is a cool cat for sure. But yeah, man, William, he's awesome. He's all about it. Yeah, man. His hats. Like I said, I seen that hat and I said, man, I want a hat like that. I was like, man, I want a hat. A buddy with me. He's like, man. He's like, you don't want a hat? I said, man, I want a hat like that. That hat is cool, man. I said, man, I wouldn't take a hat like that off. I'd be showering in a hat like that. You couldn't get that kind of hat off my head. William's awesome, man. But yeah, like I said, I started this channel in 2019. I didn't make a lot of videos, and I started making videos. I got a GoPro, Hero 11. Redneck version of him. Oh shoot. Well, I'm gonna have to check out then. For sure. Man. I'm gonna check you out for sure. But yeah, man, like I said, if you haven't, go check out some of my videos for sure. They go check them out, and if you got a suggestion or something, what you'd like to see on one of the cars I got, or something you ain't seen on the channel, let me know. This live stream, I'm trying to figure out how William and Dust Devil and all them, I'm trying to figure out how they do their live streams, because they do it like on a Zoom call or something like that. Some way, I don't know. But I've been trying to figure that out so I can get on here and not have to worry about the stream cutting off every time I get on the thing, because they be putting pictures and stuff up on there, and I want to know how to do it. Barnyard stream. Well, I'm gonna look. Hold on. Where's my god dang it? I'm gonna get me a darn piece of screw. I'm gonna write this down on paper. I'm gonna scratch it into a piece of paper. Barnyard stream. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna look. That's it right there. because YouTube is cool. It's simple. You just hit the button and just stream. But it's like if something happens, like if I send out the stream, uh, for sure, I will 100%. I'm gonna download it. Of course, I got to download it tonight because I can't. It'll take the song gonna take 2 hours to download over here in the shop. But I'm gonna download it, and next time I go live, I will I will send y'all a link if whoever wants to join, and we can get something going for sure. Because I like to have conversations, and that's one thing I was kind of skeptical about streaming. Was thank Lord that darn 6 people joined in, and I had a bunch of people want to start a conversation. But usually, if I stream, nobody joins in, and obviously, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Don't nobody like to sit here and talk to themselves for an hour. I don't want to sit here and look at my phone for an hour. I'd just go get on the TikToks if I wanted to do that. You know, I'd go check out Charger 3 to 3 Mopar if I wanted to, sit on my phone for an hour. But it's just a part of it, and I was wanting to see because YouTube has the co-stream, and the thing about the co-stream is, in theory, it's great. It's like, oh, you can stream with other people, cool. The problem with it is you can't go live until the person you want to join joins. That's what the bad. Oh shoot, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're going to have to get us something going for sure, 100%. We're going to have to get us a live stream going 100%. Like I got to figure out my days that I want to do my streams because I feel like doing my streams will keep my channel active. Because sometimes I don't have content to post. There's not a car show going on. I don't have the money to go buy, spend on a rear end or something. I don't have this or I don't have that. I can't make a video every week. I try to. I don't want to make just me talking for once a week. So I try to. I'm gonna start doing live streams to kind of fill in the gap because I have a podcast as well, but I don't use it a lot. Yeah, I do make shorts a lot. I do try to make a short once a week, and they usually do pretty good now for 100. Me having 128 subs, maybe 130 now. I don't know, but me having the subs that I have, I generally average about 1.5 thousand views. It's not bad. I think the highest short views I've ever got was 5K on one short. And that's not bad at all. Like I have 40,000 channel views. Um, It's not bad. I'm not picky. I don't like I said. I don't. As much as I would love to see 1,000 subscribers on my channel, it would be a while for that happens. I'm fully aware, but we're working to get there for sure. I think once I start working on my 67, and doing that, I think a lot of people will come in and flood in for that. Not. I'm not talking about coming in from the massive, but I think that just need that 500. Yeah, man, I am. I'm wanting to get 500 too. I'm hitting. I want to hit No Name Nationals, man. Yeah, No Name because William was telling because I had heard about it from him and I watched his videos last year going to No Name Nationals. I seen the burnout competition that he did. And that goddamn Charger was laying it down out there, buddy. That son of a gun was laying it down, and I was like, bro, I want to go. Of course, I'm not gonna be out there in my '96 Ford doing no burnout because that's not gonna want to break one tire hard. That darn 300 got some power, but their bed be hopping and junk out there. She done ripped my bed off the darn truck. But I'm trying to get to 500. Yeah, I'm not. If it doesn't happen, um, if I don't hit 500, I still intend to go. I do want to go for sure, 100%. But the goal is to hit 500 before No Name Nationals. I would love to hit. Now, once we hit like 499, and I did not get to be able to go to. I had to make a fake account and get 500. So no, I wouldn't do that. But that's the goal. I really want to go to. I want to get my 67 fixed to go to, because that truck it's not fast, but I want to make it just a cool cruiser truck. It's an F-250 long wheelbase. It's going to have a big block in it. It's not going to be racing anybody, Made it their goals, really? Oh my gosh. Man's running into people's car windows going, "Can you subscribe to my channel?" Like, I could just imagine. Paint the 67 Vantage Plate. Nah, bro. That truck's going to be white. That truck's going to be white. It was white when my granddad had it. It's going to be white. It's going to be white, and I'm going to put 2 gunmetal gray stripes coming off the hood because he loved the Mississippi Highway Patrol color, and he was asking, dude. I don't blame him though. That's some dedication though, for real. That's it is what it is. White, what kind of white? Just white, just rattle can white, Rust-Oleum turbo can white. My granddad it was flat classic white when my granddad had it. I'm not gonna go out like pearl white or nothing like that. It's a truck. That's gonna be rust. It's gonna be Rust-Oleum turbo can white, and I'm gonna do gunmetal gray, Highway Patrol, Mississippi Highway Patrol gray, two stripes up on the hood because he was crazy about the Mississippi Highway Patrol colors, that dark gray and purple and blue. But I don't want my truck to be purple and blue because I should just paint it like Mississippi Highway Patrol and put the Mississippi Highway Patrol on the door, put the light bar on top of it. Be just driving around with a Mississippi Highway Patrol 67 F-250, put the light and a freaking whip antenna on the back, be like, pull over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would look sick. I think that it would look sick because he was my granddad, of course, back in the day, they would go through trucks and cars. Like, my uncle had like 3 or 4 Torinos. Got rid of them, and just like they were just sold them at a 1970 Mustang, we sold $500. That car with the shape it was in now still go for like 6-7 grand in terrible shape. It was a 70 Boss 302 Mustang. Had the blinkers on the hood scoop. You hit left, it would show the blinkers and painted up like the yeah, bro. There's a 90. It's over here in town. I don't know if it's still here, but there's a 92 Bronco that's painted like the goddamn General Lee. And I was like, man, it's cool. It looks redneck, but like, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't General Lee any of my vehicles. I couldn't. That's just not something I could do. I like simple. I like just it was white like the trucks. You'll see it if you watch one of my videos. You've seen it. Yeah, it's like a Bronco. It's got the O1 on the side of it. It's orange. Um, it's like it's cool. Like, I'm not gonna say it's not cool because it's like it's a redneck Bronco. But like, it's not for me. Not for me. That's just something I would do. Now, if I was like 10 years old, yeah, man, I had I could have like a darn Crown Vic. I'd paint it generally. Cause there was a Ford LTD for sale here about 2 years ago, and my phone's going off. Hold on, dude. Sorry. Hold on. Check my stuff. Sorry. It was a Ford LTD, and it was a 2-door LTD, and this son gun had bull horns on the front. I'm not even shot. Tell them folks leave you alone for doing YouTube stuff. Man, look. My phone has not went off all day, and I start streaming, and man, my Snapchat, Facebook, everything was going off. That sun going like a goddamn tornado alert on my darn phone. It's sunny. It's sunny outside. It's 9 o'clock at night. There are stars is outside. This LTD. This thing had big old bull horns on the front of it. Had a 460 big block in it. They had the Confederate flag on it, General Lee written across on it. Had the O1 on the side of it. And this thing had some goddamn steely wheels, boy. I was like, man, this is Boss Hog and Dukes of Hazzard. If I've ever seen, I'm talking about this thing it was cool. I ain't gonna lie, I drive the mess out of that joker too. It was a big old car. The darn hood was 10 foot long. The hood would pass you on a Monday and come Tuesday, front door be hitting you. Goddamn. Shoot, what you talking about? That goddamn car was so goddamn big. But yeah. That stuff kills me. Yeah, I've seen that car. I've seen that 2010. I've seen that Challenger with the O1 on the side of it. Because there's one guy, it might be the same guy, but there was one guy actually, he had the push bar. He had the push bar on his. I don't know if this one had it, but there was one that driving around had the push bar on. That'd be pretty cool. What time is it? 9:03. We've been streaming for an hour and 4 minutes. But yeah, I'm probably gonna hop on for here in a second. And go back over to the house here. But it was good. It was good hanging out with y'all for sure. Like I said, make sure to, if you haven't already, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and check out channel. And I'm gonna check out your channel, especially since I know you kin to old William. For sure, 100% gonna check you out now. And I'm gonna check out that Ranger that you got going on over there. For sure. But with that being said, I'm gonna hop on out of here. It's been an hour and 5 minutes. I'm gonna try to get that barnyard stream on there, and I'm gonna try to get it on my phone. And that way, next time we can get something going, and folks want to join in, we can actually get something. Of course, oh really? It's the darn. We ain't gonna talk to him right now. But anyways, I'm gonna hop on out of here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. We might be back Tuesday night. I'm not sure. Tuesday sometime maybe. With that being said, I'm gonna hop on here. So I hope you guys enjoy the live stream. Hope you guys have a great night, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.